The importance of connection, you have to make it happen. And you have to make it happen in person. Like, I know there's a beauty to working with anyone anywhere, but there's also just something special about being together.
Welcome back to Duo On Air. I'm Abby.
And I'm Courtney.
And we're the ex-agency turned entrepreneurial team that puts the duo in Duo Collective. Our boutique organic marketing agency specializes in SEO, social media strategy, and branding.
We're an everyday pair of business besties / marketing experts obsessed with helping our community learn more about what it takes to run a business.
Which is why on Duo On Air, we're not holding anything back. We're giving you all the info we know about how to grow your business organically so you can be the confident CEO you were made to be.
And how to navigate life as a small business owner.
Whether it's on your own or with your best friend by your side, so grab your coffee
or your mimosa, we don't judge,
and settle in for a quick value-packed episode of Marketing Tips.
Welcome back to the Duo On Air podcast. This is episode number 190, and today we're going to give you a peek inside our first team retreat, which I'm so excited to talk about because it was such a fun time. And if you follow along, you probably saw some Instagram posts about it, some emails about it.
Did we save stuff in a highlight?
Yeah, we actually have a highlight on Instagram.
Go relive it.
Yeah, so if you want to relive it, you can go check out that highlight. Camp Duo is what we called it. It was really cute. We made our own little lock-up for it. Mm-hmm. Yes, it was very fun. But yeah, we did that this past summer, June, I want to say.
I think so. Mm-hmm.
June-ish. And it was the first time that our entire team got together. Mm-hmm. And some of us live in Minnesota, some of us are local. But how many of us are local? You, me, Heidi, and Dana. Are local. And then we actually have recently hired a brand illustrator, but at the time we hadn't hired.
We hired her the week before. We were like, it's a little short notice.
Yeah, actually we did. Yeah, I remember that. We told her. Mm-hmm. But she also is living in Scotland? Mm-hmm. Scotland. I always get Scotland and another S one mixed up.
Sweden?
I don't know. I'm always like, is she in Scotland or? Yeah, but it is Scotland. And she's 6 hours ahead of us. So I'm always counting on my hands. So you guys, I'm not a math girl. So I'm always like, okay, if she's what time is it? Oh, it's funny. But anyways, yeah, she couldn't make it because it was quite last minute. But the rest of our team members were able to fly in from wherever they were located to Minnesota to have this retreat.
So we have our brand illustrator in Scotland. We have our web designer who's in Maryland. We have an SEO strategist who is in Chicago. Mm-hmm. And then we also, us two, obviously live here. Our project manager lives here. And then so does another brand designer as well. Mm-hmm. And that's everyone, right?
That's our whole team as of now.
I didn't miss anyone. Yeah. So it was good. And either way, all of us still traveled because the Airbnb we picked was about 2.5 hours away.
Yeah, 2.5 hours.
In a beautiful
north.
part of Minnesota.
Yeah, so beautiful. Very woodsy, very nature, open, not the cities. So very quaint, peaceful. It was really great. So we really wanted to do this. We felt so good about our team, and everybody works so hard day in, day out. We see each other digitally. We're talking via Voxer through our phones, but we really feel so strongly about building those relationships, having connection outside of even just work. This team retreat wasn't a retreat where we're like, we're going to get together and we're going to jam. We're going to work on all these things together, blah, blah, blah. That was not it at all. We were like, we want to get together and just be friends, just be humans together outside of the day-to-day grind. And we just want to get to know you on a better level and let our team members have a chance to talk amongst each other because I know Lauren's on our team and I know Lauren well, but Abby works with her more and knows her more than I do. So it's a great time for Lauren and I to connect. Mm-hmm. Lauren, Laura.
Yeah, we got a Lauren and a Laura.
Yeah. So it was just such a great few days to really just relax, don't focus on work, and build those relationships amongst our team.
It's not even every once in a while, maybe it would be nice to have a meeting that's visionary, journaling, talking about things like that. That would be great. But we did have a short period of time together. They flew in one day. We had half of that day the whole next day, and then they flew out the following day. So it was like a Monday through a Wednesday kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we really just wanted it to feel like a vacation and like a retreat, like a true retreat away from work, taking a vacation. We paid our team during that time too.
Yep.
So like that, it didn't feel like they were losing anything to come. We just truly wanted everyone to feel really good about being together.
Yeah. And, we didn't work. The idea was not to work. In fact, we all put on, an out of office. So I just made a quick template for everybody, an email template to paste into their out of office. So it was super easy for them, and, links for anything that like a client might need or anybody inquiring might need or whatever. And, everybody just updated their out of office and knew that they didn't have to check email. They didn't have to work. It was strictly just for us to like get together and hang out.
And our clients loved it. Honestly, all of our clients were like, kudos to you guys. This is amazing. We're so glad you're doing this. Like, yes, see you later.
Yeah. It was fun to see our clients like love it too. So yeah, I mean, the logistics of it was really just, booking the flight tickets, flying everybody to Minnesota, finding a place in Minnesota. I sent Abby, it's so funny. We'll talk about this a little bit later in the episode, the cost and budgeting of everything. But I sent Abby a handful of links because she's always just like, you figure out the place, like that's your jam. You like to do that kind of stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. So, I was just like doing my Airbnb searches and sent her like, 7 links or something. And I wanted to give Abby a range because I'm like, well, I don't know, we could do this one for this budget, or we can go balls to the wall and like do this. And I actually think we ended up picking one of the more expensive ones, but it was perfect.
We sure did. It was perfect.
It was great.
Yeah.
And we had such a great experience. But so that was part of it, booking the Airbnb, finding that location. And then, of course, one of my favorite parts was swag bags. And Abby and I have been to multiple outings, conferences, speaking events, and every time you go to those, you get some sort of a swag bag, and it's so fun to see what people give you, or if somebody sponsored it, or like how people brand things for things like that. So I was like, this is our opportunity to do it for our business and our brand and our people, and so I was really excited about that. So we can put some pictures of like some of that stuff in the show notes too, but it was really fun to pull together these cute little beach bags for everybody. We found beach towels that looked on brand. Gosh, I can't even remember everything.
Yeah, we had little eye patches that everyone could use, like spa, spa day.
Oh, the spa headbands, like for if you do a mask. And then with the custom retreat logo, we made glasses for them so they can put like iced coffee or water or whatever, and stickers.
Everyone loves a good sticker. Hat, I think we.
Oh yes! Oh my gosh! Okay,
the hats,
the bucket hats. Okay, we bought some bucket hats, you guys, and the pictures are
Courtney
hilarious.
Forced me
but we were at a little local coffee shop there, and we were just sitting there enjoying our coffee, Abby and I, before the team got there. And I looked to the corner of the store or something, and there were these bucket hats that were the perfect brand color, and we called this Camp Duo, so they literally looked like camp hats. It's like they were made for us. It was like God was like,
oh, here you go.
And so I looked at Abby and I was like, Abby, and there was the perfect, I think we wiped them out.
Yeah, that was a perfect amount. Well, at first we realized there were only
6. No.
Yeah, there were only 5 or something, and I was like, shucks, Court, we can't do it.
And then I think, wasn't there one that was like
there was
on
one
a
like
display or something?
Yeah.
And I was like, and then I looked at Abby and she's like, okay, here's my credit card. And then, of course, watching all the girls open these and see these bucket hats, they're like, yeah, no, I'm not wearing that. I'm like, oh, yes, you are.
Yeah, you have to see the pictures.
And honestly, you guys, I have 2 bucket hats at home, so somebody on our team doesn't have their bucket hat, and I'm going to figure out who.
I can
you?
guess. No, it's me. I got mine.
I thought it was Heidi. I think I pointed the finger at Heidi one day, and Heidi's like, I got mine. So you know what? It might be Dana's.
Actually, you know what?
Do you not have yours?
But not on purpose. It's because we shared a room, and then he kicked me out.
Oh.
You had to sleep with your husband or something. Gosh.
I mean, I'd prefer to sleep with you. You don't snore like my husband.
So maybe it did get left in your room. Now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder. I don't know. I got to go back and look.
I'll bring it back to you.
We'll figure out this conundrum. goodness. So yeah, we had fun with the swag bags. We hired and brought our photographer,
Julie,
which is also my mom. But we pay her like any other wonderful human would.
we do.
She doubled as my childcare and my photographer.
Yeah.
So she ended up booking a place to stay that was like 10 minutes from us. So she drove my kids up, and her and my dad stayed at that cabin, and then we stayed at the other cabin, and then the kids came over after our team left, and
It worked perfect.
Yeah, Court and I stayed there.
And she was
for
our
longer.
personal florist, because
Yes.
once we got to the house, like I did a bit of decorating to like make it seem on brand, and then I was like, Abby, we forgot on brand flowers, like a bouquet of flowers to put on the counter or something. And your mom had I made a comment about it or something when your mom was there. And then the next day, Julie shows up with the cutest, most on brand flowers ever.
Yeah.
She just saves
So
the
it's
day.
fun. And we had a drone there. My dad brought the drone, so we got to test out that and
That was
get
fun.
some drone shots. So it was fun. So we have a lot of photos that we'll put in the show notes so you can kind of peek at the retreat. And then the last thing that we did for fun, I mean, not the last thing, but one of the big things that we did for fun is we hired a private chef.
Honestly, that was such a cool experience.
Yeah.
And
that was
like
awesome.
that food.
It was so good.
phenomenal.
So good.
I'm pretty sure, was it Lauren who was sitting there and she was eating and she was like, this is the best meal of my life. And I giggled and I was like, and she's like, no, I'm serious. And I'm sure the chefs were just like, yes.
Yeah, it was so good though. I'm not a steak person normally, but they recommended that because they partner with the farm that's like 30 minutes away, and so everything's like super fresh farm to table. And so he's like, this is like absolutely what you should get. It's the best of the best. And you cut it with a butter knife.
Oh, literally.
It was so
I don't even
good.
think they gave us steak knives. And I was
They
like,
didn't.
we're going to need a steak
I don't
knife.
even think I realized it.
think
It was
until
when you
Wagyu,
said it.
right?
Yeah, you said it. You were like, I'm cutting this with a butter knife. And I was like, oh my goodness, I am.
That is the kind of steak I want. Yes.
It was so good.
Yeah.
So we'll link all of their details because they deserve a shout out, but they were incredible. The meal was delicious. And then at the end, they did a deep dish chocolate chip cookie.
And I ate way too much of that. I was so stuffed
with that
already.
ice cream on it. It was so, I think I ate it for 2 days after because I was like, I need more.
It was so good. Yeah, it was incredible. And the Brussels sprouts that we had with, it was just all so good.
Yeah.
Also, we'll just put some photos in the show notes of this too, because Julie got some really
So you can
beautiful photography
mouth
of
water.
us
Yeah.
eating.
Oh yeah, I know, for real. So yeah, if you want to take a peek at the agenda, we'll put it in the show notes. Courtney designed a cute little agenda so you can kind of see. You can steal it too if you want, making your own retreat and you need to like think of some things to do and all of that. Go ahead and steal some of the nuggets, but it was definitely, it was great. I mean, just the goal of the retreat was just to be together. We didn't really have any other huge goals. It was just to be together, take a break, relax, celebrate. And I think we succeeded.
Yeah, I think we did too. I think the girls had a great time too. Everybody left feeling really refreshed. And coming from the agency world, at the beginning of the agency world, I would say when you and I worked together, they really focused on culture and like doing things, building a strong culture, making sure that people at work were not just coworkers, but also friends or humans outside of work. I think towards the end, that started to fizzle a little bit. And I feel like you and I were craving that. And then when it was just you and I, it's a little bit different, like you and I would do things together, but it's just us two, right? It's not like a full team of people. So when we did build this team, we were so focused and so intentional about making sure we're building a culture that they love, that we love, because we genuinely want to be friends with them. We want to know about their personal lives, to the extent that they want to share it. And they're more to us than just somebody helping us on our team.
Yeah.
Like we're a family. And so that was a huge part of when we built this team, to start doing things like this, to making sure that we have these relationships, we have this connection outside of the day-to-day work.
Yeah. And if you too have a remote team, like the importance of connection, it's just, you have to make it happen. And you have to make it happen in person. Like I know there's a beauty to working with anyone anywhere, but there's also just something special about being together. And I think it needs to happen at least once a year if you can. At least.
If not twice.
Yeah.
Like,
so, which we'll talk a little bit about like how we budgeted and thought about all of this in a second, because I know that's usually the biggest fear is like, I just can't afford that. And I think for us, it's not a nice to have, it's a must have. We just calculate it into the budget at the beginning of the year. It's something we have to do because this is so important, because when we collaborate, we become a better team and we work together in better ways.
And we learn things about each other. And there were deep conversations that were had at the retreat. Like, it wasn't just, it wasn't work. It wasn't just like touching the surface of things. There were like deep conversations. And when you get to know people on that kind of a level, you can relate to them, you can sympathize with them, you can learn more about them. And I think it only makes you stronger as a team the more that you build those relationships internally. Yeah,
absolutely. So there's other things that we try to do too. Like, obviously the retreat is great, but that's typically one time a year. Luckily, we get to see our team again, or at least half of our team, because a handful of us are going to the show at conference. So we'll get to see them again, which is awesome. But for sure, we have once a year. And so outside of that, we really try to make sure we have group Voxer messages. So we're constantly talking. So we have team Vox messages, obviously. But then we also have like a full duo team where everyone's on that Vox. So just the other day, Dana just sent through a picture of, she just had a baby, so she's on maternity leave. So she sent a picture of her little girl in her duo outfit, because we actually bought her a little cute duo outfit at the retreat. So she sent that through. So it's just like a time for us to connect off, like even when we are remote as well.
Yep.
And then we also do bi-weekly full team meetings. So that's, again, we talk about personal and business wins, and we've talked about this before on the podcast too. And it's just like such an important time for us all to be together. So we do make conscious efforts throughout the year to do this consistently, but the retreat is just meant to be that like extra layer, again, where it can get even more personal.
And another thing that we do that I was so excited to implement was sending like shout out emails to people on our team when like something really big happens or like a really exciting win happens. And so I've already got I got a template for the team. So they just like copy and paste that email template. They fill in the details of like who they're giving the shout out to, why they're giving them the shout out. And then one of the requirements, because we're your confetti throw. Wow, I can't even say that. I think I need more coffee. Confetti throwing biz besties. Everybody, like whoever sends that shout out, has to have a confetti gif in there. And then, when people reply like, hey, yay, good job, Abby, they usually put a gif in there too. So not only are we building our portfolio of confetti gifs, but it is just it's a fun email to send out. It's a fun email to receive as the person who's getting the shout out. And it's just such a good way, again, to talk about our wins, to highlight something that somebody did on our team that maybe somebody else on the team didn't see, or whatever it might be, because, SEO and branding, although they go together, sometimes, we're also siloed in different client work or whatever. So it's just a fun thing to get excited about and to reward your team with and give them kudos.
I think if you went straight from college to an entrepreneurship environment, that's amazing for you. But also if you never came from that corporate world, or you never were a manager, or you never had a really good manager, you might not even understand the true importance of that, accolades, giving people accolades, telling them they're doing a good job, telling them you appreciate them. You absolutely have to do that to your team.
So far.
Contractors, employees, anyone you work with, if you've hired someone to help you, even then, sharing your appreciation is so important, because we all need that. Just think about what you need.
You need to feel validated and you're doing a good job and that you're being seen, because you are working hard. Yeah. And that's what you want to do. You want to feel seen. You want to feel like you're tracking, you're doing the right thing. I think towards the end of our agency life, Abby and I were both getting very burnt out. We didn't feel seen, heard, whatever, all of those things. And I think one time I might have been even just venting to you. And I'm like, a simple thank you would go real far. Right? A thank you.
I know.
How easy is it to give somebody a thank you?
We kind of came from two different worlds. I would say I had some really good managers. I did. Yeah. So I feel because of that, I learned how to be a good manager too, because I knew how they helped me grow and how they supported me and how they also just threw me to the wolves, but in a confident way. It just helped me grow. So then that helped me learn how to do that for the people that reported into me. And then also is something that now, yeah, we're not in a corporate world, but there's still a lot of things that you take away from that can be really beneficial and helpful.
Yeah.
And then like there were certain times at the end of your like stint too that I was just like, this is getting toxic.
Yeah, it was just, and Abby saw like the design team and how, you know,
It functioned
how it managed. It was so different.
And I would say designers need more like
I would almost say
as
so
feelers
too,
and
because
like you need more of that, honestly.
Yeah. And because design is so like subjective, like we've talked about this a lot. And that can be a tough thing too, because let's say my manager hates it, but then like a designer that's next to me on my team loves it. Again, design is subjective. So it's like, and that's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
But there's got to be ways that you can still like, even if it's like I didn't hit it on the design on the nail on the head, whatever.
I couldn't.
It's still like a thank you for your hard work,
Yeah.
but like, let's shift this way. But we literally towards the end there, I never got that kind of validation. Like
Probably
a simple
because I
thank
wasn't
you.
there anymore.
Abby wasn't above,
I still
over my
remember
shoulder
though.
saying thank
So
you,
when
Court.
Court and I first got together on the same team, we worked at the same company for a long time.
I'm
but
curious
then
what you're gonna say here.
I know, but then we finally got put in the same client. And it was like the very first project that we were working on. And I was like, do you want to come to the client meeting and present this with me? Like, I didn't want to go by myself. And you were like, Abby, I've literally never been invited to do that before. Like, you were like, I never got, like, I wasn't included in these presentation meetings. Like, the account team just went and did it, and I never went. And I was like, that's nuts. Why?
I was probably like so excited, but also shitting my pants.
Yeah.
Like,
And I was like, heck no. Like, but that was one of those things where I was just like, no, we did this as a team. I didn't do this alone. I'm not going to take credit for the hard work that you just designed. Like, yeah, we had strategy behind it, but it was a team effort. Like, you should be there too.
Yeah.
And I still remember that because you were like, I never got to go like with the prior person when she was
and
on
how
the team.
sad is that? You know?
I know. Yeah. It was just bizarre.
Yeah. And so, even just, you guys, a simple thank you or pat on the back or thumbs up emoji,
Yes.
like things like that go a long way when you have a team and people working for you.
Yeah. I can't remember the episode number, but we'll put it in the show notes. We talk about design feedback. And one of the things that I still do every single time is anytime I am giving design feedback, like whether it's to you or web design or to our designer, I try really hard to start with start with a, oh my gosh, this is great, or oh my gosh. And it can be really hard sometimes when you're trying to move fast.
Yes. So
So it's not like you are saying it's not good. It's just like, okay, I want to give you the quick feedback so you can keep moving. But sometimes that can be perceived as, crap, they don't like it. So it's like so important too. And I know I've like for sure failed at that, like multiple times.
no.
But at the same time, it's like, I know how important that is. Like, you need yes, this
like a
is
compliment.
absolutely
It's like
on the right track. We're so close. Here's what I think.
It's like a compliment sandwich. Like you start with like a little compliment and then you're like, okay, here's some feedback though. Can we tweak this? And then you end it with really, really great job. Like I really love like the start to these or something. Like you just got to like sandwich it in there, because like you said, like if you just come out the gates, just like criticizing or giving feedback right away, sometimes it's just like, oh, like I don't really know what they think about it now. And like, do they
all of a sudden
hate
you're
it?
not confident in the updates.
Yeah.
And sometimes then you end up changing things that were good before or whatever. Like, yeah, it's interesting. And we went off on a whole different tangent here, but I also think it's like so important because this is the point of the retreat. It was like
absolutely
to tell everyone how much we love them and appreciate them and like show them our gratitude. And I think like doing that in any way possible is just so important when you have a team and when you work with the team. And you want your team to grow. Like,
I want to be able to physically give my teammates a hug, even if they're not huggers.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know. We are huggers. So let's talk about the budgeting because I think this is something that might like kind of freak people out. So this is part of our employees' contracts. So this is a perk. This is like a perk they get when they join our team as a part-time employee. We pay for them to travel. Like we will pay for them once a year to come to a team retreat. They don't need to worry about anything. We account for it at the beginning of the year. We budget it out. Court will ask me, like, it's not like we have to go crazy, right? We're not going to rent a private island, but this is why we chose an Airbnb, and this is why you can be smart on, like, let's not book the most expensive one, but then Court sends me something so freaking beautiful that I just have to book it, and I'm like, dang it.
Sorry, I did, you
Dang
guys.
it.
Okay, I did give her a range.
She did.
I did. A good range.
But of course, you can't, it's like,
and then of course,
it's like
when
what you do, you brand cliented me.
I did. Sorry.
You show them the safe option, and then you show them the one that's like so beautiful, and you're like, but it's okay if you want to save your money, you can stay down here, honey. It's fine.
And Abby's like, nope.
Yeah, no, of course I want the beautiful one.
Yeah.
Dang it. So, but anyways, you like with that, you can kind of choose. Like, it's not like you need to go rent a hotel room for everyone. You can do an Airbnb, or it's not like you need to go, like, everyone doesn't need to travel. So, like, do it in your home base. So that is part of the reason why we chose Minnesota.
Yeah.
4 of us are here. So it does limit some of the costs. We just have to travel with the other people. And also we chose weekdays.
Yep.
Typically a little bit easier. And also we're not asking anyone to sacrifice their weekend.
Typically a little cheaper, even with like Airbnbs and stuff like that.
Yeah. We grocery shopped. Like, we did stuff to like make sure that we accommodated people's dietary restrictions and asked them. And like, obviously the private chef was a splurge, but like, we were really conscious too about like not going too crazy, but at the same time we budgeted for it. It's not something that's nice to have. It's something that we have to do. We have a remote team. This is important. We need to make sure we get together. So if you have a remote team, consider this your permission slip to kind of make that happen. And if you don't, maybe there's a crew of business besties that you can all get together with and have a little retreat and get out of the Instagram DMs.
Do that too.
I know, we should do both. We should do both. But for real, like, take the trips, get in person. It just makes all the difference.
And we'll put all of these links for everything that we did. Because even when Abby said the meal plan thing and like dietary restrictions, we sent out a survey to our team to like that asked them questions on those things. They filled out the survey, sent it back to us. So like little things like that to like help you plan really make it just so seamless. Like, I don't think we ran into any issue as we were like planning all of this out. All of it was very seamless. So we'll put all of those links. You can literally copy our templates, all of those things, if this is something that you are going to be doing in the future of your biz.
Yeah. Good luck.
If you liked this episode, please be sure to share it with a friend and subscribe so you don't miss any new episodes dropping every Monday. Plus, if you haven't already, please leave us a review and don't hesitate to share any new episode ideas. We love hearing from you and creating this content for you. See you next week.